Hey, Cowboys Nation, let's dive into the whirlwind that has been this season so far. Because the story of America's team is evolving in ways that have fans buzzing, and analysts debating every single move. One of the most intriguing aspects this year has been how the front office has approached roster changes. Traditionally, the Cowboys haven't been known for aggressive mid-season trades, preferring to rely on homegrown talent and the draft to build their foundation. This season, however, has shown a willingness to shake things up, to take calculated risks, and to attempt to address weaknesses without waiting for the offseason. Some of these moves are clearly meant to plug holes and give immediate help where it's needed most, while others feel like strategic gambles, designed with an eye on the bigger picture and the team's trajectory over the next few seasons. It's a fascinating mix of short-term fixes and long-term vision, and watching how it all plays out on the field has added a layer of suspense to every game. Defense remains at the heart of every discussion about this team, and for good reason. The Cowboys have long struggled with consistency on that side of the ball, and the debates around it this year are as heated as ever. The defensive line has moments of sheer dominance, generating pressure and forcing quarterbacks into hurried throws. But then there are stretches where the secondary appears vulnerable, giving up big plays that can swing momentum in a heartbeat. There is clear improvement in the front seven compared to last season, which gives the back end a better chance to stay competitive. But the reality is that more support is needed. The defense is a blend of seasoned veterans who know the game inside and out, and younger players still finding their footing in a league where mistakes are magnified. Some fans remain hopeful, believing that with the right rotations, smart scheme adjustments, and a little patience, this unit could climb into the top 20 defensively. Others are more skeptical, pointing out that key areas have yet to be fully addressed, and questioning whether mid-season acquisitions can truly solve systemic issues. Of course, you cannot discuss the Cowboys without talking about the quarterback position. Dak Prescott has been a constant topic of conversation, and for good reason. His performance has had peaks and valleys, and there is endless debate about how much responsibility rests on his shoulders. Some argue that he hasn't consistently reached elite levels, while others counter that he is navigating a complex situation with inconsistent defensive line play and unconventional play calling. The red zone has been a particular source of frustration, with sequences that leave both fans and commentators scratching their heads. Timing, sequencing, and decision-making are all under intense scrutiny, and how the team handles these crucial moments will likely dictate whether they make a deep playoff run or fall short of expectations. The offense is constantly evolving under pressure, and every snap feels like a test of both individual talent and team cohesion. Beyond individual performances, the roster as a whole has been a flurry of activity. Injuries, returns from injured reserve, and strategic rotations are reshaping the depth chart on a week-to-week basis. Coaches are juggling playing time, trying to optimize matchups while maintaining chemistry and rhythm. Every acquisition, every cut, every adjustment is under the microscope, dissected by fans who are as passionate as they are vocal. The challenge for the front office is balancing immediate improvements with long-term flexibility. They need to address weaknesses without compromising future opportunities or salary cap stability. It's a delicate dance, requiring calculated decisions and, occasionally, a little luck. The Cowboys are navigating a narrow path between staying competitive today and building a foundation for tomorrow. The schedule itself has been relentless, testing both the physical and mental endurance of the team. Back-to-back games against tough opponents, primetime road matchups, and short turnaround weeks force the roster to constantly adapt. These stretches expose the depth of the roster and the effectiveness of the coaching staff. In making in-game adjustments, every error is magnified, every blown coverage and missed assignment scrutinized. In a league where a single play can determine a game, maintaining focus across such a brutal slate of matchups is essential. Fans notice every mistake, debate every decision, and celebrate every small victory, because in games of this caliber, even the tiniest details can make the difference between a win and a loss. Fan engagement adds another dynamic layer to the story. Social media, live chats, and comment threads are flooded with opinions that range from analytical breakdowns to pure emotional reactions. Every trade, every signing, every tweak to the roster is dissected in real time. Fans are invested not just in wins and losses, but in how the organization positions itself for long-term success. They scrutinize strategy, question trade logic, and speculate on draft implications, creating a level of intensity that few franchises experience. The passion is relentless, and it fuels both discussion and expectation. Even beyond the X's and O's, there is a human side to this team that shapes the narrative. Players recovering from injuries, learning new systems, or adjusting to new teammates all contribute to the unfolding story. Coaches are balancing the immediate pressure to win with the need to develop talent for future seasons. Fans might focus on the scoreboard, but what ultimately defines a season is how the team responds to adversity. Whether that comes from injuries, tough opponents, or unexpected challenges in practice and preparation, mental and physical resilience is just as important as the skill set displayed on game day. And this is particularly evident when young players are thrust into high-pressure situations. Trades and acquisitions have provided both hope and uncertainty. The front office appears willing to take calculated risks, understanding that immediate improvements can't always wait for the offseason. New players are brought in to address weak spots, particularly on defense, where inconsistency and injuries have been persistent issues, while some fans question whether a single addition can turn the tide. Each move sends a clear message: the Cowboys are committed to competing now, not just relying on reputation or star power. Defensive line depth has been a major focus, as pressure on opposing quarterbacks directly impacts the performance of the secondary. If the front seven holds up, coverage responsibilities become easier, and the risk of big plays decreases. Coaches rotate players, adjust schemes, and manage snaps carefully to maximize performance. It is understood that the defense will not become elite overnight, but incremental improvements and strategic moves could pay dividends as the season progresses. Offensively, efficiency and execution remain paramount. Dak Prescott's play is under constant scrutiny, with debate centering on whether struggles are the result of individual performance or situational challenges, such as offensive line consistency and unpredictable play calling. Red zone execution remains a focal point of concern, as missed opportunities and confusing sequences highlight areas needing refinement. Receivers and tight ends must not only create separation, but also adapt to defensive schemes designed to exploit weaknesses. Every dropped pass, misread coverage, or miscommunication can ripple through the game, affecting outcomes and momentum. Special teams, too, play a critical role. Missed tackles, blocked kicks, and inconsistent punting can sway games in unexpected ways. While often overshadowed by offense and defense, these moments have a direct impact on field position and scoring potential. Coaches strive to minimize errors, but the combination of injuries, rotation, and high-pressure situations ensures that special teams remain a variable every week. The Cowboys know that games are often decided by inches and seconds, and every element of preparation matters. Looking forward, the schedule continues to test depth, resilience, and adaptability. Consecutive matchups against formidable division rivals, demanding road games, and short recovery windows highlight the physical and mental strain of a full season. Even minor injuries or lapses in focus can disrupt momentum, emphasizing the importance of roster depth and strategic management. Games are not decided solely by talent. Execution, preparation, and mental toughness define outcomes over a grueling campaign. Fan perspective remains central to the narrative. Every roster move, trade, and injury update is analyzed, debated, and shared across social platforms. This intense engagement underscores the stakes of every decision. Fans are not just observers, they are participants in the ongoing dialogue about the team's strategy, performance, and future prospects. Their passion and scrutiny add pressure, but also reflect the deep investment in the franchise's success. Health management is another constant concern. Returning players from injured reserve, managing workloads, and integrating new teammates require careful oversight. Coaches must weigh immediate performance against long-term development, ensuring players are ready before taking on high-stakes situations. Young players face steep learning curves, while veterans adjust to evolving systems and rotations. Every decision carries consequences, and the margin for error is slim in a league where one misstep can snowball into larger problems. Through all of this, the Cowboys' story this season is about adaptation, resilience, and strategic positioning. Trades, injuries, and schedule challenges shape the narrative, but the overarching theme is a team striving to balance present competitiveness with future stability. Every roster move, positional adjustment, and strategic decision fits into a larger vision. Even if the immediate results are imperfect, fans watch closely, weigh risks, and debate possibilities, all while understanding that each snap can carry far-reaching implications. As the season progresses, The spotlight continues to shine on how the Cowboys adapt to challenges both expected and unforeseen. Injuries remain an unavoidable factor, shaping the rotations and forcing the coaching staff to make tough decisions on who plays, when, and in what capacity. Key contributors returning from injury bring optimism, but reintegration is rarely seamless. Adjusting to new teammates, learning updated schemes, and regaining game speed are all part of the process. And fans are acutely aware of how each player's readiness impacts the team's overall performance. The margin for error is razor thin in the NFL, and even minor misalignments can turn a promising drive into a lost opportunity or a critical defensive breakdown. The Cowboys have shown resilience, but each week is a test of depth, preparation, and mental toughness. On defense, the constant battle between potential and consistency plays out. Visibly, the front seven has moments where it dominates the line of scrimmage, collapsing pockets and forcing hurried throws, yet the secondary still faces its share of scrutiny. Young cornerbacks and safeties are tested relentlessly, often against elite receivers who can expose even the smallest lapse in coverage. Coaches rotate players, tweak assignments, and experiment with schemes in real time, always seeking a balance between developing talent and maximizing performance. While no one expects the defense to reach elite status overnight, the combination of experience, youth, and strategic acquisitions offers a path forward. Incremental improvements can have a cascading effect, making the difference between a close win and a frustrating loss. And every play in these situations carries heightened importance. The offensive side of the ball remains under equally intense analysis. Dak Prescott's performance is dissected in painstaking detail by fans and analysts alike. Discussions often center on whether struggles are attributable to his execution, the play calling, or the broader context of offensive line protection. The red zone continues to be a focal point, with sequences that leave observers questioning the approach and highlighting opportunities for refinement. Timing, decision-making, and precision are crucial in these critical moments, and the ability of Prescott and his supporting cast to execute consistently will shape the trajectory of the season. Receivers and tight ends are constantly adapting to shifting defensive schemes, needing to create separation, read coverages accurately, and maintain focus under pressure. Every miscommunication or dropped opportunity can ripple through the game, affecting momentum and ultimately the outcome. Special teams cannot be overlooked either, while often operating outside the spotlight. These units have a tangible impact on field position, scoring chances, and momentum swings. Missed tackles, blocked kicks, and inconsistent punting may not dominate highlight reels, but they influence outcomes just as much as a big defensive stop or a touchdown drive. Coaches emphasize discipline, communication, and situational awareness in practice, understanding that even small mistakes can be magnified in high-pressure moments. The Cowboys have shown both strengths and vulnerabilities in this area, and continued attention is essential to ensure consistency and reliability. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. There's a new buzz swirling around the Dallas Cowboys facility, and it's all about Tyler Boyd. The veteran wide receiver, known for his sure hands and polished roots, has reportedly signed with the Cowboys in what many are calling a smart, low-profile move aimed at adding much-needed depth to the offense, while the front office hasn't made any dramatic announcements. The word around the locker room is clear. This move might be exactly what quarterback A.J. Allen has been waiting for months. Whispers about the Cowboys' need for another reliable target have grown louder, with the team struggling to find consistency behind its top receiving threat. Allen has often been left looking for answers when defenses lock down his first read. Enter Boyd, a player who's made a career out of finding soft spots in coverage and moving the chains when it matters most. His arrival doesn't just give the offense another option. It injects a sense of security and rhythm that's been missing from Allen's recent performances. Insiders suggest that Allen personally pushed for the addition, emphasizing the need for a veteran who could read defenses as well as he does. He's the kind of guy who makes the quarterback's life easier, one team source reportedly said. He doesn't need to be the star, he just needs to be there when it counts. Boyd's quiet confidence and professional demeanor could also help stabilize a locker room that's been searching for leadership amid fluctuating offensive results. Though he may not bring the flash of a marquee signing, his track record speaks volumes. He's been a reliable third down weapon throughout his career, the kind of player who can keep drives alive, And let the star shine. The Cowboys' offense now looks a little more complete, and A.J. Allen, more relaxed than he's been in weeks, seems ready to take advantage. It's still early and nothing's guaranteed, but in Dallas, optimism is creeping back into the air, and if the rumor mill is right, Tyler Boyd's arrival might be the quiet spark that reignites the Cowboys season. That's a wrap. From Cowboys Wire News, for breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.